Let's explore the key properties of discrete-time convolution. First, commutativity. X of n convolved with y of n equals y of n convolved with x of n. The order doesn't matter. Second, distributivity. X of n convolved with the sum y of n plus z of n can be split into separate convolutions and then added together. Third, linearity. Scaling a signal before convolution is the same as scaling the result after convolution. These three properties together make convolution a powerful and flexible operation. Perhaps the most important property involves the impulse function. When you convolve any signal x of n with a shifted impulse delta of n minus n0, the result is simply x of n minus n0, the original signal shifted by n0. This follows directly from the shifting property of the impulse. The impulse acts as the identity element for convolution, just like multiplying by 1 in arithmetic. Let's apply these properties. Given x of n equals delta of n minus 1 plus delta of n minus 2, and y of n equals delta of n minus 1, using the distributive property, we split the convolution into two parts. Delta of n minus 1 convolved with delta of n minus 1. By the impulse identity, this gives delta of n minus 2. Delta of n minus 2 convolved with delta of n minus 1, this gives delta of n minus 3. So the final result is delta of n minus 2 plus delta of n minus 3. Here's a fundamental insight. Any discrete time signal can be written as a weighted sum of shifted impulse functions. For example, consider x of n with values -1, 1, 2, 0.5, 3, 2, starting at n equals -2. We write this as -1 times delta of n plus 2, plus 1 times delta of n plus 1, plus 2 times delta of n, plus 0.5 times delta of n minus 1, plus 3 times delta of n minus 2, plus 2 times delta of n minus 3. This decomposition is the foundation of the convolution sum. Now let's move to continuous time convolution. For Ct, signals x of t and h of t, the convolution is defined as y of t equals the integral from -infinity to +infinity of x of tau times h of t minus tau d tau. Just like in discrete time, Ct convolution is commutative. X of t convolved with h of t equals h of t convolved with x of t. This integral computes the weighted overlap between one signal and a time-reversed shifted copy of the other. Let's compute our first Ct convolution. U of t convolved with u of t. Setting up the integral, we need u of tau times u of t minus tau. U of tau equals 1 for tau greater than or equal to 0 and 0 otherwise. U of t minus tau equals 1 when tau is less than or equal to t and 0 otherwise. Their product is 1 only when 0 is less than or equal to tau and tau is less than or equal to t. The integral becomes the integral from 0 to t of 1 d tau, which equals t for t greater than or equal to 0. Therefore, u of t convolved with u of t equals t times u of t, which is the ramp function r of t. Today we learned the three key properties of dt convolution: commutativity, distributivity, and linearity. The impulse identity, x of n convolved with delta of n minus n0 equals x of n minus n0, is especially powerful. Any signal can be decomposed into a weighted sum of shifted impulses. We also introduced Ct convolution as an integral and showed that the convolution of two unit steps equals the ramp function. In the next lesson, we'll extend Ct convolution to shifted steps and work through graphical convolution examples.